Alright, folks. Bobo the Vulture here, and we're doing Let's Play Aerobiz Supersonic, and we're wrapping up the year 1985 here, or we've already wrapped it up. We're just looking at the numbers. Look at them, aren't they fun numbers? Yeah, they're fun numbers. January 1986. 1986 will win if we gain the #1 market share in Southeast Asia. Dragon's a tough competitor, but we must beat them. We just must. Let's see what we can do about it, Smoothie McSmootherson. Let's go to Southeast Asia. How is our advertising campaign helping? The Kuala Lumpur flight is full. We'll find that. I know something that we can do to make it even fuller. That's right. Bigger planes. Bangkok flight is most of the way full. The Singapore flight, not all the way full, even by that metric. Alright, Tokyo to Beijing is... I don't think it's even going to manage to be profitable. We put a 747-300 on it. But we gotta. We just gotta. And, that uses up the 747... Well, no, that uses up two of the 747-300s that we bought. Tokyo to Sydney. London to Tokyo. Let's see. Tokyo to Singapore is not full, but it's mostly full. Let's see. We can't do... Okay, yeah, we're not going to be... We would need more Boeing 747-300s, which I'm glad to provide. I'm going to buy 3 more, because it's what I want to do. I want more planes out here. I want to end Dragon. There's nothing else that we can do here as far as business ventures, is there? Let's find out. Yeah, we've bought everything there is in Japan to raise interest in these routes. And we're advertising. We're advertising there too. Let's go down to Oceania and see how changes to the routes have changed things. Alright. We're back to lame results for these routes. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, geez, Auckland is terrible. We're gonna need more advertising here, aren't we? Wait a minute. Is there anything that we can buy here? Can we still buy the ferry? We could if we had enough money. I'm not sure we have enough money. And if we bought the ferryman, we could sing, "Don't pay the ferryman!" We could, but we probably shouldn't. Yeah, we need a lot more money to buy the ferry. I have to hope that they're not going to manage to outdo us here in Australia, at least for right now. Well, now wait a minute. Let's look at the Mideast too, because we still got that going on. The Mideast still exists, folks. That's basically what I'm saying here. Wow, yeah. We don't need any more flights into Baghdad. The Tehran flight's not doing bad. The flight from London is doing great. Wait, did I never put another DC-10 on here? I thought I did. I never did. Oops. I don't know how much that would help things, and I can't afford another DC-10 right now anyway, so... maybe I'll just leave it at that. at least for this first quarter. You notice that all I'm really focusing on now are the somewhat contentious regions, although I feel like they're starting to catch up to me in North America here. Oh, no, that's not what I told you to do. Let's drop the price on this route all the way down. Because as long as these routes still make some semblance of profit, I'm not worried. Mexico City to LA is still filling up most of the way. Tokyo's good. London to LA, fine. You. Down. I'm slashing prices, folks. Come on down, crazy bobos. Airfare super sale. Geez, I hope this works. But yeah, as much as I was saying 1985 was a year of hope and, you know, optimism and things like that, 1986 was in a lot of ways kind of a bummer year. 1986 was the, let me get the edge of the cursor off of there. Tourists continued to flock to Kingston. Oh good, there's more slots in New York. Like I care. Jeez. No, but in January 1985, 1986. We're in 1986 now. January 1986 was the... We're just barely in the lead there. Oh, nice. It helped. It did its job. Oh, but we're not ahead in Oceania. I need to start an advertising campaign there. That's all I can do. Well, I can also buy the pleasure boat. Wow, that's a lot of profit, though. Cutting the rates in the US must have actually given us more passengers. Something must have done something, right? Wait a minute, how am I number second in Southeast Asia in the first quarter of 1986, even though I outsold them in the first quarter of 1986? I'm confused, folks. Are you confused? I'm confused. But yeah, oh no. I just feel bad for Aussie, because they just seem to never get out of Australia. Like, we'll win if we gain the number. Yeah, I know. We'll win if we gain. Yes, I know. We're just that close. 14 more slots in Sydney. More 747s. But, yeah. Aussie never seemed to be able to get off the ground. They must have spent all of their money buying airplanes and routes to fly to places in Australia. And that just never really took off, so to speak, for them. I mean, I might as well at least get that many. What's the competition? Look at that. They're able to fill up their flights more than we are, even though they're, you know, charging the same amount. It's okay to change the flight as shown. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, folks. It's the only thing we can do. It's the only strategy that I know. Yeah, I frightened him. We're gonna purchase with we're gonna negotiate with the city to buy the ferry. And I think I might have been scoffing earlier at you know, how would having a ferry line help your, you know, airplane, you know, your airline business. But when I thought about it a little bit, I do realize that a lot of major airports, wherever possible, a lot of the times they're built by water. A couple of reasons for it. One is, you know, worst comes to worst, you know, an airplane has to emergency land someplace. Emergency landing on the water is a little safer than emergency landing on the ground, certainly for the people on the ground. A, and B, airports are one of those NIMBY things. NIMBY being not in my backyard. Everybody wants them, but you're calling on me once again for my advertising acumen. Nope, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we get the ferry boat, because that'll be the best advertising campaign ever when we get the ferry boat. So, but yeah, one of those not in my backyard things, because airports are really, really loud. Okay, that route's full. Okay. They're not filling up to 747, but they're coming a lot closer. That route's getting a lot of people. The Singapore route? No. Tokyo to Beijing is full. Tell you what I need to do. I really need more slots in Beijing. Which, wait, I have more slots in Beijing. I can do that. Is it okay to change the flight to Shome, baby? Yes. Yes, baby, it is. Okay, so 747, 200... No, I don't care about those. I want to look at the local routes. Yes, okay. So, okay. This is gonna seem crazy, but I need to take some flights away from you. It's okay to change those flights. And hand them over to Beijing here. I'm going to set that as shown. And then we're going to come back to Hong Kong, where I just changed that. And we're going to change these to those 747-300s that I just got. Actually, what if I took it down to 1? No, it needs to be... Yeah, and then set that way. Is it okay to change the flight? Yes. It's okay to change the flight. Now let's go back to... Erg. I missed it. No, not Bangkok. Hong Kong. No, not Hong Kong. Beijing, yes. Wait, what? Oh, that was the maximum number of slots I had in Beijing anyway. Fiddlesticks. Okay, so now I gotta go back to Hong Kong and put that other plane back on so we can get those 2 more flights. I know you're probably all looking at this right now and saying, "Oh, terrible tactical errors, that's not what you expected to do initially." I don't know, folks. I'm winging it. Yeah. You like that? I made it all by myself. Alright. So hopefully that will help us a little bit. And I'm gonna buy one more 747-300. I know I've already got one in reserve, but this one has an extended upper deck, and I need it. Yeah. But airports are very noisy, so nobody wants to live near one. So having one that's out by the water means you'll have at least fewer residents in the immediate area right there, because at least some of them would have to be living in, like, houseboats or something in order for it to be a problem for them. That's all I'm going to do right now. Okay, and we still got a decent amount of money. But yeah, 1986, well, in January, so in the beginning of the first quarter, you had the Challenger disaster, which was huge because the space shuttle had been, I mean, heck, still is, in a lot of respects, the sort of the most exciting thing to happen in the space program since the Apollo missions. And the Apollo missions were long gone by this point. And, you know, I mean, it was the first time we lost a space shuttle. I mean, it was pretty jaw-dropping to, pretty jaw-dropping to the American public. I mean, heck, I know people who, sort of second, third degree knew people that were, on Challenger. And yeah, it was the kind of thing that, nobody expected. I mean, clearly nobody expected. I mean, you don't go into a situation like that expecting that, a faulty O-ring will cause a rupture in, all that stuff. That was the, that was in the very beginning of 1986. And then in April of 1986 was the Chernobyl disaster. The worst nuclear accident in history, the worst nuclear incident in history, would be the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. But that was an intentional act. The total core meltdown at Chernobyl is the worst nuclear disaster. It is the worst civilian nuclear meltdown disaster in history. Up until then, it had been the 3 Mile Island incident, in which no one was actually killed. They're cutting back on things. Yes, this is what we need. This is what we want. Interregional flights, we like those too. Okay, yeah, we're still in the lead there. But yeah, Chernobyl is another one of those events that sort of hits... Oh no, they're passing me in the Middle East, no! But I've got them in Southeast Asia. They keep doing this, they keep hopping around. They're an elusive little target. We're doing better in Oceania now. It's that pleasure boat. North America, we're doing good. But no, yeah, Chernobyl is one of those really spooky sort of events to me. Huge profit. Huge profit. How are we doing? Yeah, now we're number 2 in the Mideast. Darn it. Darn it. And now that guy's gonna come back and say, we'll win if we can be number 1 in the Mideast. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we'll win, I know. Dragon's a tough competitor. Yeah, they keep slipping around. They bought a ferry in Sydney. We got 747s. But yeah. But as evidence that the whole perestroika thing wasn't a magical flip of the switch that turned the Soviet Union into a regular old part of the rest of the global community. Basically, the first word that any of the world outside of the Soviet Union heard about the Chernobyl meltdown was 2 to 3 days later. Some Geiger counters in, like Sweden and Finland started clicking a little bit abnormally, and the scientists there tried to figure out what possibly could have been the cause of that. And basically it was particles from the Chernobyl meltdown, which actually, it was an actual, explosion and a fire. Like, at 3 Mile Island, there was a small release of gas. In Chernobyl, the reactor actually, blew up, basically. Or the cap burst, giant hole through the ceiling. You can see pictures of it online. It's creepy. Jeez, the Sydney route isn't even doing well. Do we have competition here now or something? No. Fine, I'll drop the fare, see if that helps. But, yeah. Basically, the Soviet Union didn't fess up about it until they'd already evacuated, I think it was 360,000 people or something like that from the nearby areas, to, avoid too much exposure to them. There were many people, like 40, 50 people that were actually firefighters on the scene and things like that that were like immediate responders that basically there was no way they were going to survive. Man, I'm sorry, I don't mean all these Let's Plays to be so grim. 40 economy, 24 tourism, huh? It's not bad. 13 economy, 24 tourism. No thanks. Karachi. 31 economy, 14 tourism. Bombay it is, I guess. No, 34 economy, 19 tourism. 34, 19. Wait, is that better or worse than Tashkent? Alright. Begin negotiations. You begin negotiations in Bombay. We're just gonna start sinking money into this region for no good reason. I mean, other than to beat Dragon. You're still doing the ad campaign. Good, good, good. Southeast Asian ad campaign is good. Now then. Business opportunities. But yeah, basically, I believe I heard that starting this year, the government of Ukraine, which is where the plant was. What is the most expensive thing we can buy here? The travel agency. We're gonna buy the travel agency. Not gonna check out any business opportunities. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna look at how many planes we have. That's what we're gonna do. I only have one 727 left. And after that, I got a bunch of 747s. Am I gonna actually? Am I gonna have to actually put Airbuses on these routes? That would be ridiculous. I have 6 available, though. Oh, yeah, because I've been replacing all of the... yeah, I guess I'll be putting Airbuses on some of those routes. It'll be ridiculous, and they'll lose so much money, it's not even funny. See what I did there? Funny money, funny money. I mean, I could buy more 737s or something like that, but I don't feel like it. Not until somebody introduces a cool new plane am I going to start buying planes other than the Airbus for my basic routes, for my short distance routes, and my 747s for long distance routes. Or the DC-10. At least it's relatively, it sort of splits the balance. But, yeah. But yeah, I heard that this year they're actually going to start offering tourist trips to the area around Chernobyl. I don't know. Honestly, since it is something that I have like this weird curiosity about, I would have to. Yeah, but no, I would actually kind of be interested in going there. But I'm not going to make a trip out to Ukraine specifically so that I can go see this, you know, thing. It's weird, because that's one of the earliest, like, childhood memories I have of remembering a news event. Which is weird, because I think most people my age remember the Challenger disaster better, because it was a more US-focused thing. But yeah, no, I remember Chernobyl. I'm like, nuclear meltdown, that's, 'cause I thought that was, like, you know, the kind of thing that could, like, destroy the world. Maybe I saw Godzilla or something like that, and I thought that was what was going to happen. Let me just double-check and make sure that none of these flights are actually set to, like, a normal fare level. Calcutta is. Jeez. What am I doing? Fire sale on Calcutta flights. Baghdad flights are already on fire sale. Okay. We have our plan of attack all set out here, right? Gonna start doing the same blitz I had to ever. Apparently Dragon's just going to shift over from region to region. Next they're going to do it with Africa. They're just going to make me buy all of the businesses and put in non-profitable routes on, like, just going from region to region. Bastards. Lighter side of news in 1986, though. I think 1985 was the year that they did the initial rollout in the late part of 1985 in limited markets of the Nintendo Entertainment System in the US. So by 1986 it was available everywhere, and people were all playing Nintendo. Nice is the hotspot for tourists. Nice. It's Nice, folks. I know that. Yeah, the Dragon's gonna start making I think Europe? Yeah, they're gonna try to make Europe the next battlefield. The joke's on them there, jeez. Yes, better passenger totals in the Middle East. Better passenger totals in Southeast Asia. Now they're magically going to have pulled ahead in Oceania. No, they didn't. Yeah, they're trying to push in North America again. And they gotta stop this. They got to stop this. I'm making more money than they are. They need to realize that means I'm better. Okay. Those are our regional rankings for 1986. If this goes the way that it is, we could win. I think we could win this year, although if we have to hold it for 4 consecutive quarters, then it would go into 1987. But either way, since we're in the middle of a quarter here, I'm going to pause the game for a moment. Okay, so yeah, it's the end of 1980. Well, it's not the end of 1986. There's another quarter left. But we're in lead and everything. Hopefully we can stay in the lead and everything. I don't know if we can. I just hope. That's all I do. I just hope and whitter and fritter and am increasingly bitter. October 1986. Poor Aussie. We were on number 2, and look at this. I got lots and lots of money. I'm number 1 everywhere. If things go well, we'll win in 6 months. Oceania's passenger loads for Dragon are improving. Uh-oh. Bought a travel agency in New Delhi. All around increase in passenger loads. Alright, well you heard the man. We need to respond to this through... Let's see here. Sydney, Nandi, Adelaide, Melbourne, Brisbane. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put A300s on these routes. They're gonna be hugely not profitable. But on the slight chance to Nandi, this one could increase with proper advertising. That's okay. Adelaide, it's possible that this could do really well, however unlikely. We're just shuffling all our A300s over here, folks. We'll show them. Okay, so yeah. Gonna do that. Gonna do all that. And then we are going to start an advertising campaign. Because now we have the ferry. And this time we're gonna get Mary Jane to do the advertising campaign. It's gonna be the Travel Network one because we have so much Travel Network stuff. It's going to be a high chance of success. I want to run that campaign. Get on it. You need to go conduct an ad campaign in Southeast Asia, because our ad campaign there just ended. So we need another one. Maybe shaking up who's doing what advertising where will really help us along the way. More Travel Network stuff. High chance of success. Let's start the campaign. You will be done getting airport slots in Tashkent. I don't know really if that's the way it's pronounced. I think so, but heck, what would I know? Okay, let's see how... Okay, I know that was doing well. Okay, 72, 82. 88% with A300s. That's still filling up with 747-300s. I don't have it, but I do have more slots in Hong Kong. I could get more flights going there if I Tokyo to Beijing. That's not doing as well as it could, but Hong Kong's doing really well. Let's see. How many more flights can I get into Hong Kong right away? 3? Alright. Any of those? No. You know what? As much as it pains me to do it, I might have to cut out of my international route money. Yeah. That hurts to do. Because you know how much I love those routes. They're like my children. It's painful. Painful to do. But it's going to get me more passengers here. And I need that. I need it. Okay, so where else do I still have A300s in this region? The Tokyo to Singapore route. If I do this, am I going to have enough planes? I'm not going to have enough planes, am I? No, I'm not going to have enough planes. I need more 747s. I need 2 more. I got enough money for more than 2 more, but right now I'm just going to get 2 more. Because it's all I need with just a little more time. I could order 6 planes. I'm only getting 2. I'm only getting 2. I will wait 3 months for their delivery. That's all I need. And that'll leave me in plenty of money to go on a shopping spree for business opportunities, as I may well need to do. Ugh, this is actually starting to get kind of tense. I'm actually starting to get a little, knot in the stomach here about trying to stay a step ahead of Dragon, because the margins in between our flight numbers in like 3 different regions, they're in the Mideast, in Southeast Asia, and in Oceania, are all just, the differences are razor thin. Like, we happen to be on top right now, but they'll just pop up in one of the others at any moment. So with all that in mind, folks, I'm going to end the quarter. Dragon opened a new route between Paris and Kiev. Oh no, you jerks. Okay, the airport expansion in Hong Kong. The Oceania travel network was successful, so was the travel network in Southeast Asia. See, we have fewer interregional flight things now. Yeah, they're trying to take the passenger totals in Europe away from us. We're not gonna... I guess I'm just gonna have to open that route to Madrid. See? I was keeping that in my hip pocket in case they tried to pull something like this. Oh, that's dominance. That is dominance. Yes! Power! Yeah, okay. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. So this is the total regional rankings for 1986. Yeah, good times. I dig it. Well, tune in next time, folks. It'll hopefully be a much shorter video because we'll only need to get through 1, maybe 2 quarters. And then we'll watch the ending scene again. We're closing in on victory, folks. My eyes are getting blurry. Getting a little fuzzy in the head here. But I gotta see this through. I can't rest until the dragon is slain. Yeah, that's right. We'll be able to do it, folks. you and me, because you're doing, well, you're observing, I feel your support, you're like the little Hulkamaniacs, or the little Warriors, or, you know, whatever. Oh, that's right, 1986, or was it 85? Either way, the first WrestleMania was right around this time of, yeah, WrestleMania 1 was right around this time period as well, so check that out. But yeah, I'm Bobo the Vulture, and this is Let's Play Aerobiz Supersonic. Thanks very much for watching, and bye now.